What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. Bam Bam coming at you with another one. What you don't know about me is when it comes to sports, NFL, NBA, boxing, I have a pyramid of greatness, okay? Which means I break things down into tiers, okay? I do this for every sport. There's levels to this. Literally, there's levels to this. That's why I say stuff like that. So I thought I'd do my NBA pyramid of greatness. And starting off with my pyramid of greatness is 6 levels. So we're going to start from the lowest. The lowest level of my NBA greatness is none other than guys that help you win a championship, that help superstars win championships. And that's the almighty role players. Okay, they come in at number 6. Now, role players are very common. So they're a dime a dozen. When something is very common and you see it every single day, it loses its level of importance. It's not special. Okay, it's not like seeing, gold or, like back in the day when you find gold in the mine and stuff like that. It's not rare. It's not special. But what it is a key and a very important factor to helping not only teams win championships, but like I said, superstars. So the only 2 awards that you could get as a role player is Most Improved and Sixth Man of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year is damn sure 99% role player award. And so all the guys that won those awards are pretty much on tier 6. Okay, I don't do rankings for role players like that. But if you're a role player, you fit that description, that's where you at. Tier 6. You could move up in your career, but you're tier 6. Tier 5. Okay, tier 5 is guys that were superstars or all-stars, but never won a championship. They got some individual accolades, but they never won a championship. That's the Allen Iversons, Karl Malones, Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller. Man, a lot of those guys played in the Jordan era. So yeah, those are those type of guys. If you find yourself on that type of list, great player. You probably won an MVP here and there, defensive player of the year, been a countless time all-star. Carmelo Anthony is also on his list. Paul George is also on his list. Players like that. So that's tier 5. Tier 4 is guys that won 1 to 2 NBA championships with a half star, like 2.5 stars, if I was ranking of individual accomplishments. Okay, so those guys are like Dirk Nowitzki, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, guys like that. Okay, those are my tier 4 basketball players. Okay. Now we move up a little bit. The final 3 categories, which is tier 3. Tier 3 is Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, LeBron James. Those are tier 3. Okay, those are tier 3 great basketball players. Guys that have some individual success, individual accolades that they won, awards, and they also have numerous championships. More than 2, most likely 3 or more. All right. And that is tier 3. Now we go down to tier number 2. Now, tier number 2 and tier number 1 are very unique. Tier 2 only has 2 guys in there, Kareem and Bill Russell. Now, Bill Russell is lacking the individual accomplishments, okay, and the dominance as an individual superstar. But nevertheless, if he played in today's league, he'd be like a cross between Dwight Howard and Ben Wallace, a little touch of Rudy Gobert, things like that. But one thing you can't take away from him, his team success is so big. Even though he played with a lot of all-stars and superstars, he capitalized on it. 11 championships can't be overlooked. All right, so that's the sole reason why he's in tier 2. Okay, and he's also held as the greatest defensive basketball player of all time. How will he do against perimeter players? That's yet to be seen. But he definitely would have been a great defensive player, at least guarding the post and guarding other bigs. I don't know about perimeters, but he's on that list. Then there's Kareem, self-explanatory. He's on this list. He's very close to being a GOAT, but got a couple of red flags. Played with Magic Johnson. Even though Magic Johnson was drafted, your biggest mistake, Kareem, is you let Magic Johnson take over the team as the number one many times. You can't do that, okay? Despite the fact that you played with a couple of more All-Stars, guys that were drafted to the team and made to All-Stars. So I can't hold that against you. If your teammates just step their game up, they become All-Stars. That had nothing to do with you. It's not like you went out there and took them from other teams to make a super team. All right. They were all drafted for the most part. And, it is what it is. But you did drop the ball when it came to Magic Johnson. And you still got 4 finals losses. So you are tier 2. Now, then there's the last one. Tier number 1. And you could guess who that is already. That's Michael Jordan. Okay. The best career out of NBA player than any other NBA player in NBA history. Best resume, best individual dominance, best team success, okay, for modern NBA history. Now, you may say, hey, Bill Russell got more championships, but guess what? Jordan didn't play with as much talent as Bill Russell did. And if Mike did play with the same amount of talent as Bill Russell, he probably would have 10 or 11 championships too, but the fact that he did it in modern NBA history with more teams, more players, more competition, and he did it with one All-Star is out of this world craziness. And even to this day, nobody's still got more than 6 championships in modern NBA history. Nobody could even get to that yet, let alone with just one All-Star. Okay. Resume as his career as an individual dominance, there's no guy that's more dominant on both ends of the floor than Michael Jordan, prime peak for peak. He was just out of this world crazy. All right. And 10 scoring titles, 5 MVPs. Guys still don't even have that till today. Kareem has more MVPs, I believe, but at the same time, he don't have nearly as much scoring dominance as Michael Jordan did prime for prime. Jordan's a 10-time scoring champ. He could give it to you on any amount of the floor. Kareem got a lot of his baskets from the creation of Magic Johnson helping him score. So also, there's just the resume itself, okay? His career is almost like a fairy tale. It's almost like a storybook. It's hard to beat. It's hard to match. But he's definitely the undisputed greatest NBA player of all time. And even to this day, nobody still surpassed Michael Jordan. Prince Sports out. Peace.